Today what we are doing is I was trying to send a probe to Duna the other day, but it wasn't connected to the ComNet. So we're gonna make our own ComNet today. So we're in my Force Science save, so we're actually like making progress in the game. I'm pretty sure we did one already because it was one of the missions. Oh yeah, we got this one. So we already have one. So we need to launch 2 more. So there's 3 around Kerbin at all times. We have 500 science. So let's see if we can get anything new that would be helpful for us today. I'm thinking we get precision machining. If we have time, we might also send a satellite to Duna, to orbit Duna, to help us with our ComNet, so we can send like a lander or a rover. Okay, so I think we need to build a new one, but it should be pretty easy. We're just building a little satellite thing. Let's try to go as small as possible. That's gonna be our goal. Try to make the smallest satellite possible. So we're going to try to send this to orbit now. How high is geostationary? We already have one in geostationary orbit. So we need to try to match this one perfectly. And this one looks like this, which kind of ugly, not even going to lie. I think our design now looks a lot better. Whoa, wait, why is Kerbin all white? Why does it look like that? It looks like Hoth down there. It looks all snowy. 3, 2, 1. We're just trying to get into a high orbit, and if there's a lot of extra fuel, we might be able to send this exact same rocket to Duna, but we will see. Okay, this is where we might have an issue. I don't know if the reaction wheel is powerful enough. I think we can make it work. We have enough fuel. I'm going to drop this stage and then maneuver here, get to orbit. And then this swivel engine should be able to angle us pretty well. Okay, so this burn will get us into orbit. It looks like it's going to use this whole stage, but that should be fine because we still have another stage. And then we just need to raise our orbit to geostationary height. What are you doing? We're trying to get geostationary satellites. Whoa, that looks sick, actually. That was so cool. Are we in orbit now? Yeah, we are. Okay, that looks really cool. Okay, so here's the satellite, a very, very small satellite. Well, I guess we can open these, doesn't really matter. Check that out. So now we need to get into a geostationary orbit, which is the height of this, which is 2865. And we are a little bit crooked. So what I'm going to do is go right on the part where we're flat, like right there, and then adjust us to be back normal like that. Okay. And then raise our orbit up to about where we need to be, like right there. So we're going to go around Kerbin once again. So now we're using the satellite's engines to raise its orbit up to geostationary height. Okay, I think that is good enough to work. So now we're going to test it by looking at Kerbin, and it should not move. We should be staring at the same spot. Oh, check that out. Look, it works. Look how cool that is. It's geostationary, so the satellite is above the same spot on Kerbin all the time. What's the ideal spot to aim? Probably towards Kerbin, which should be that. No, this one. Okay, so that's 2. So see, we have 2 here. So we need one like over here now. I think we need to wait on the launch so we can get one over here. We might need to do 4. Let's go back to the VAB. We should be able to relaunch the exact same thing. The one thing I'm going to change, I'm going to add a reaction wheel right here to help with the stability of it on the launch stage. I need to make sure I launch at the right time because I don't want them all right next to each other. You know, I want one over here in the orbit too. Here we go. I'm just going to launch it now and we'll figure out, because if I do a lower orbit, it'll go differently. It'll make sense. You'll see. Here we go. Okay. That puts us into orbit. This might actually work pretty well. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll have to do the very, very small adjustments. Honestly, I think that's probably good because as long as they can always see each other. See, that one can see that one over there. Okay, that should be good. This is the first one we launched. So we want it more like right here. So if we just lower this and then time warp a bunch. See, now they're perfectly split around each other. Now we have a ComNet system. And if you look, they should, yeah, geostationary. Check that out. They are always in the same orbit around Kerbin. So now when we send stuff to Duna, they should be able to connect. I think what we're going to do now is try to send one of these to Duna. How much Delta V do we need to get to Duna? We almost have enough. Let's just add, like, instead of using this as the orbital stage, use it as the transfer stage and then put an orbital stage here. Trip planner. Boom. I think you can make it. Send this rocket to Duna. Let's go. Now, this is our orbital stage. We're going to need to dip into our next stage, maybe. I'm going to start burning now because I think I can conserve a little more fuel if I do that this way. We might need to dip into the transfer stage a little bit, but that's okay, I think. We are now in orbit. Okay, perfect. Now we need to get to Duna. So according to Matt Lown, you just want it to go straight out of Kerbin. Okay, there we go. We have an encounter. Will it show up now because we're not encountering? Oh, perfect. Okay. We now have an encounter. We'll do another mid-course correction, but let's burn to Duna now. Okay, we've made it into Duna's sphere of influence. You don't have enough fuel. You don't believe. You do not believe. Don't say I don't have enough. I got this. Oh, wait, maybe not. I got it. I got it. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're chilling. You can see Duna down there. Let's just warp to our maneuver. Here we are at Duna, everybody. We're now burning to orbit, and we will stage our fairing once we burn the rest of this one off. Okay, so we have made it to Duna orbit now with our satellite. So this should be good when we're having a rover here. And look, we have full control still, which we did not have full control at this point when we did this last time because we have made that satellite comment thing. All right, goodbye, everybody.